Hello. If anybody's there, doesn't matter. This is RV Lady. I'm talking to you from my 28-foot Class C RV. And I've had a very busy weekend. And so I didn't make a video yesterday, and I didn't make one this morning. But I am, here now. Okay, I have sent out invites, and I am going to do that right now. And all you should have to do there you are. All you should have to do is click the red bell that's on the top of the page, and if you want to get online to participate as a person online. If you don't want to do that, you can go to YouTube, to my page, RV Lady, and you can participate in putting the information on the side view. You can add your comments in there, and I'm going to try to be watching those. Now, I noticed the other night on Rory's channel, I was there briefly on Friday night, and I noticed that someone was watching the comments and then sharing those comments with Rory or the rest of the group, which was pretty cool, I thought. Okay. So I don't see anybody yet. I don't have any viewers yet, according to this. And let's see. Yesterday, I went up to Palomar Mountain, and I took some images, and I'm going to share those images with you tomorrow. Just because it just doesn't seem like I've had any time to do anything. I've been shopping, buying things for my future life, which was pretty cool, I thought. Okay. So I don't see anybody yet. I don't have any pictures yet.
I just realized I didn't have my headset on.
And
oh, that's so funny! I just realized just this minute that I did not have my headset on, and I have been sitting here talking.
Oh, that's funny.
No, we can't all be perfect.
Oh,
okay, now.
That's one thing I'll never be. It's perfect.
I used to be perfect many, 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 many moons ago, but I think I stopped being perfect because it was driving me crazy. There you are.
Yeah, it will easily.
Now, did you tap on the red bell and then follow the instructions from there to get on, Adele?
No, I found the green Hangouts little teardrop thing. It looks like a teardrop, a green teardrop-like.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Cool.
That's the way I get in.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, there's something about a teardrop out there now. Who knows?
Well,
what I figured out is...
Exclamation mark. It's probably an exclamation mark is what it is.
Oh, exclamation mark. Okay. Yeah. Or it's just one of those little Google...
Those Hangout symbols. The Hangout symbols.
No. And it's right here on my keyboard. But yeah, if you see anything, just click on it. That's basically what I've been doing, is I just click on stuff and go from there. But I figured out there's several ways to do this, to do these Hangouts. Oh, here's Frida from Frida's Garden. Yay!
Hey, I made it. Dog says hi.
Hello, dog. So what have you girls been doing this weekend?
I have been enjoying the beautiful weather of Southern California. Gosh,
Yes, I know. It is really stunning. Oh, Janice is here. Hello, Janice.
Hello,
Hello.
Janice.
Hi,
How
Janice.
is everybody?
Good. How are you?
I am fine.
Is it raining where you are?
Uh, let me look. No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
But it's cold.
Oh, it's cold?
It's 32 degrees.
Oh my
35
God.
says. Yeah. It was
We got
32 when I went to church this morning.
we got 2 inches of snow
I'm
tonight.
shocked.
So am
Oh,
I.
here comes Silver Wolf is on.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
My dog's gone.
I was just drinking my water. Yeah, hello everybody. I'm so glad that you could come and be here and hang out. I think there are 2 more that wanted to come in. Now, whether they're going to come in or not, who knows? Fridays are tough days. You know, I don't care what anybody. I mean, it's Fridays. Sundays are tough days. Well, it's you got to stop what you're doing at 4:00 in the afternoon and do this. So, okay, go ahead. Ask me what I was doing.
What were you doing?
What were you
I was
doing?
trying to take a nap. I just stopped trying to take a nap in order to do this now.
I took a nap.
Oh man, I went yesterday and got a back massage that was excellent, but it is killing me today, and my back is so sore. And then this morning I got up and went and got a pedicure. So I'm getting ready to hit the road.
Sounds like it.
I'm not allowed to have pedicures. And I've
Do
never
I hit
had
the
one.
road? Oh, a pedicure?
Yeah.
Oh my God, go get one. They massage your legs and your feet and your toes. They're
Yeah.
fabulous.
I'm not allowed to have them. So.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. God, that'd be awful. I love my pedicures. I love them. It's like somebody takes care of my feet for an hour. It's fabulous. What was I going to say? There was actually a topic, and I know that I mentioned what that topic was, but I can't remember what it is now.
Something about sex? Wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, I was
sex?
joking. I was joking just to get everybody's attention. And, of course, whose attention did I get? The guy.
Of course.
Well, hi, Adele.
I got
in silver.
several. Say what?
I said hi, Adele,
Oh,
Rita, and Silver. And, of course,
Yeah.
RV Lady.
yes, hello. I know, I forget that, we don't see each other every day. I feel like I see you guys every day. that we actually know each other and hang out and drink wine, and if I drink wine. But I'm getting ready to pull out, I want to say the 3rd week in April, somewhere around there. And it's just going to be one of these days I'm going to back up and leave.
Is the
So
RV
I'm
fixed?
excited. Who's next?
Is the RV fixed up?
The only thing, the generator has to be fixed, and I have to get new tires, and that's just the thing that I was
Well, that's not too bad.
going. So I really want brakes.
Brakes would be nice.
Kind of important.
So, RV Lady, did you have any problems today setting this up? Because it looks like everything's going well.
It is going well, isn't it?
Oh, are you just kidding? I didn't have any trouble until just a few seconds ago. I started to get some kind of internet. Remember how we were doing it and the internet was giving us all kinds of problems, Janice?
Oh,
And,
my,
and
do I ever.
yeah, I've got that feedback thing coming through my speakers. Not the general feedback, but it's some kind of buzzing noise, and I think it's coming off Google. Darn it! Can you all hear me? Okay,
You
good.
have your regular speakers off, or just?
No, I have Hewlett Packard just standalone speakers hooked up to this thing, but I don't know what it is. This buzzing starts, and it's not the speaker; it's actually the connection, the internet connection. And so, should we talk about sex on the road while we're RV women?
Not all of it. So,
Am I the only married one here? Am I the only married one here? I'm kind of old-fashioned.
No, I'm married.
Oh, that's right. Janice,
I was married 47 years. Does that count? My husband passed away 2 years ago.
looking at me.
Well, that counts.
Well, that
Am I-
counts.
I'm losing.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I'm losing you guys.
Every once in a while, I lose myself.
Looks like, has someone
Like now.
muted Janice? There's a mute.
No, I'm mute because my husband is watching, I don't know what he's watching, some kind of sports, basketball, and I don't want it to interfere with our discussions.
I see. Okay. Yeah. I was just wondering.
I'm trying to be polite.
Oh,
If
no.
hey, listen, if in the event that we lose our Hangout, I may be having some internet issues here, and I'm getting that buzzing sound, and when it buzzes, it freezes the image and everything that you guys are doing, but it maintains the connection with you guys within the event or within the Hangout. But in the event that we all get cut off, Janice, would you be so kind as to then reboot a Hangout from your location?
Well, I'd be
Anybody?
more than happy
Oh.
to do it, but do you think I'm going to be capable of it?
Yes. It's basically, you just go to plus.google.com and then air now, and then we'll find you, and then then you do the invite people. If you can just invite me, I can invite everybody else, I think, back. Does that make sense? Who knows? But I shut down. I had a window open so that I could watch the comments that are on my YouTube channel, and I think that may have been causing the difficulty I think the internet in California got grossly confused as to what I was doing and was unable to cooperate. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Oh, I can see you so much better
Yes.
though.
Rolling Stone.
Okay, Rolling Hills joined the video call. Rolling Hills.
Hello, Rolling Hills.
There you are. I was like, where are you? Okay, Rolling Hills.
Oh, there.
Your
Okay, I see.
Well, her microphone is off.
She's the bear.
But her microphone is off.
Okay. How's that?
There, that's better. Yeah,
That's
you shut your
good.
microphone off.
Can you
We
see
got,
me?
yeah, we don't see you, but now we do.
Okay.
Voila!
Hello.
I need to get my...
Okay, I'm back.
Can anybody hear her?
Who, me?
Yeah, I can hear.
Oh, I can't hear anything. Well, I can hear you guys. I just can't hear RV lady.
Oh, that's because I stepped away. Am I here?
Yeah. Okay,
You
you're
are
back.
here.
Okay. Yeah. No. I stepped away to go get something more to drink. And I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. We're good. I got it. I want to sit back though and kick up my legs. I went yesterday up to. I didn't take the RV, but I went up to Palomar Mountain. If you've ever heard of it, it's in San Diego County. They have a very large observatory. They study the stars there. And I went up there and actually discovered, I thought I knew Palomar Mountain pretty well. I actually discovered someplace I had never been before. So that was exciting. And I also found out that I am no longer capable of going from sea level to 5,000 feet and getting out and hiking. I can't do that. It was sad.
I don't think I could have
Oh.
that.
I was very
Get
disappointed.
vertigo?
I couldn't hike.
Breathing?
No. Oh my gosh, I almost had a heart attack.
Get short of breath.
Oh, I couldn't breathe. My heart was beating a zillion. Yeah, yeah, it was. I was nauseous, and then I saw a sign that said, level 5,000 feet, because I live at sea level. So I just basically, in the course of an hour, drove to 5,000 feet, got out, and started hiking, and thought I was gonna die.
Well, skydiving might be out for you then.
Those are things that I. Oh, no. Skydiving may give me a heart attack, no doubt.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, see, that's better. Skydiving may give me a heart attack, but it'd be totally worth it. And I'm doing it. As a matter of fact, my daughter and I were talking about it today because I thought maybe we would do it sometime in the summer, and she said that she would rather wait and do it on my birthday. And I'm like, I'm okay with that because if I die, I'm forever 59.
Oh, to be 59 again.
That works.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a young thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. Just young. No. People always say that, and I'm like, my God, I've been working since I was 14 years old, and working hard my whole life. And, to me, this is just 10 years ago. That would have been worth it. But, no, I'm not retiring. Not really. Who else is not retired out there?
I'm not.
That would be nobody.
Totally.
Oh. I'm not totally.
I retired a year ago.
Well, I do like 2 art shows a year, but that's it.
That's right. You do the photography.
Never retire. You can never retire if you're an entrepreneur, not really.
That's right.
Yeah, when you, like me, I'm self-employed basically. You're never retired. There's no reason I can't write until I have Alzheimer's or something. So, I don't know. But what I wanted to talk about was what day and time really would be best for us to do this. Is it Sunday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, or is it maybe Tuesday at? Okay, I don't know what time.
I kind of like Sunday at 4 because any working people, all you young working people, they can make it at 4 o'clock, and 4 o'clock's a good time all around for everyone around the country, and other countries too. I think, maybe not.
I think so too. But who was I chatting with somebody, comments. Who was I talking to? I can't remember. But anyway, I was saying that, gosh, I wish I could remember who that was. She was suggesting that we create a channel that went out or something, and that it be a specific channel that we all subscribe to. And I was trying to explain that somebody has responsible for the channel as far as YouTube is concerned. And then it's here. But anyway, basically I said that wouldn't work. But what does work is having various hosts host it and then have everybody follow each other on Google Plus. And then the reason that I'm really pushing hard for a ongoing day and time is so that I know when I'm out there and I don't necessarily have an internet connection, that Sunday at 4 o'clock Pacific time, I can go someplace, McDonald's or whatever, and glob onto their free internet and at least participate in the comments section. And
See, so my question
Hello?
is, I wonder if the McDonald's Wi-Fi is very fast. I don't know if all Wi-Fis are the same speed.
No, they're not. And that's what I'm saying is I won't be able to host, because I'm going to be on a hotspot. So this kind of hangout would eat up all my gigabytes on my hotspot. So if I know that, or Thursday at 3 in the afternoon or whatever it is, then I can go someplace where I can get free internet, or I know I can use my hotspot then to access what I know is going to be there when I access it.
Yeah, I'm going to be in the same situation. I'm wondering how I'm going to be able to get on and even get to the chat. I don't know what kind of data it's going to take up.
Right. Well,
Lady,
that's why I'm going to, yeah.
Regal Hounds wants the address to get in here.
It's on my page, on my YouTube page or channel. But wait a minute, let me find her. I have to concentrate now. See, I want to get to the point where I don't actually have to concentrate. I want everybody to get to the point where they don't actually have to concentrate to do this. Let me see if I can find her. Oh, wait a minute, that doesn't work. How was I doing that before? Okay, cool. Let's do this. GN.
Sounds like somebody's snoring in the background.
What's her handle again? Tell me her handle again.
I think she said Rainbow Hounds.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
B-A-U Hounds. She did say that. I just forget. Nope. I'm trying to see if I can find her in Google Plus so that I can send her a direct.
Is anybody watching the chat on the YouTube page?
No, but if somebody wants to, that'd be fabulous.
Yeah, I just got it up. I'm watching it on the YouTube channel and talking on here. That's pretty good.
I am watching it from the YouTube page, which is how I knew that Rainbow Hounds wanted to come in.
Okay, great. You were doing that for Jory the other night.
Yes.
Rainbow maybe?
Well, one thing about having a set time and day for having a chat, because then people know when and where, and that makes it good. Like, Friday nights at 8 o'clock, that's Jory's chat.
Yes. And see, there she is. Okay. It is all one word. I was separating it out. I am sending her an invite and I sent it to her. I sent it directly to her. and then she's got to do the bell, and then come in that way. Does that make sense? Can you let her know that?
I did the green question mark. That's how I got in. I had no red bell.
I did.
Had a red bell?
Yeah.
Do we all have just different versions of YouTube?
That's
I
possible.
wonder. Yeah, like everybody on the East Coast has a different version than we do on the West Coast.
Well, I did the bell through Google.
I wonder if it's our. Yeah, I didn't get anything, and I'm on my iPad, so I don't know if the devices have something to do with it.
I don't either. I don't know how this works.
Is there a way for you, who RV lady, to delete? I noticed when I was watching Dory the other night. Can you delete people in the chat window on the regular YouTube channel? Because it seemed like he deleted people.
The Drory did.
Yeah,
Drory did, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he was blocking him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You block him from the YouTube channel. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. That was how he was doing it. And I know that you go into video manager, and somehow you can get to a page where you can block people.
That makes sense. Okay, now I know how to do that.
Oh, God. Silver Wolf, don't play with that application. I know it says some of you might be receiving an application or an app from My Camera, and what it does is it gives you the ability to make us all look goofy. You can add horns and
you can draw. Yeah.
I'm trying that right now, and I can't. It doesn't work.
And when I get a little thing here.
I think it slows it down, doesn't it? Maybe.
Cameraman, capture, screen share. Oh,
yeah,
I'll put the chat over here. Okay, well, Adele, join, Frida, Janice, to list all available commands, enter. Frida just typed in hi.
Hi.
Okay, I saw that. Now, when you type in and you see it on the group chat on the right-hand side of the Google Plus screen, not everybody can see that. Only the group of us that's on this little chat. Just how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us. Then you're just talking to 6 of us. Does that make sense?
And then that's a good way, if you see somebody that's doing bad stuff on the regular YouTube channel, you can tell without saying it.
Then you can just come in here and type, somebody out there is being bad, so let's figure out how to ban them. But believe me, I'm not at that juncture yet where I can ban people, because I'm still afraid to leave Google Plus Hangouts, because I'm afraid that my internet connection won't handle it for some reason, for me to go over to YouTube and make any changes there. But, yeah, very confusing. But, so are we in agreement, we 6 or whatever, 5 of us that are here, are we in agreement that we're going to do Sundays at 4 o'clock Pacific time? Just say yes or no.
Works for me, yes.
Did you say
that sounds good for me.
Sounds good.
Okay. I heard 4 sounds good, so I'm going with that.
Yeah. I'll be with you. I'll tell you, I'll be with you until The Walking Dead comes on.
I know. I love The Walking Dead. That's so funny. I love it. But I record it so I can watch it anytime.
If you don't have cable, you can order the whole series for the year and get it from iTunes or something. It's $40 to watch it.
Oh,
well. I go out to my friends sometimes and I watch it out there, but I've missed the last 3, so now I don't know. And everybody says, it's really good.
What do you want to know? I'll tell you everything.
So I don't know if I really want to buy it.
Is that on Netflix?
No, I don't want to know anything.
It's on WGN? No, that's not right.
It is on Netflix.
Is it iTunes?
But it's not the
I
recent
bought it
one.
last year.
It's probably behind several weeks on Netflix.
WGN, that's the channel that it's on cable out here. I'm assuming it's on cable everywhere on channel WGN.
Well, that's if you have cable.
Yeah.
I don't have any cable nowadays. I just have Netflix and Apple TV and internet through cable. But I also, it came, I think it was on iTunes where I voted for it.
You can, I think it's WGN.
Lost you.
And it's going to take you to one of the things that you can choose, and it says, I think it's season 6 is what they're on right now. And you can click on that, and I believe it takes you to WGN, and you can see The Walking Dead there in, I want to say, full videos. They're older, but they're there, and they're on your computer.
I've seen all the old ones, yeah. I just want to see the one that...
I know. Actually, the way I started it was I did a marathon of The Walking Dead. Not YouTube. What's the other one? Netflix. I did a marathon one weekend for God only knows what reason. I did
that with House of Cards too. That just kills you when you do that. You can't stop watching into the 5 o'clock in the morning.
And it's so ridiculous. We're talking, honest to God, the show is so ridiculous. We're talking zombies and people walking around killing zombies. And they're all going, it is so, I mean, when I saw the first one, I was like, yeah, right. This is stupid. And now I'm hooked. Now it's like DVR.
I was making fun of everybody. I go, oh, come on, that's not even believable. And then they said, but pay attention because it's the characters that are interesting.
Yeah,
that's right.
There's a lot of ways to die.
Yeah, and the interpersonal relationship is hysterical.
It's the strategies how they try to live too. You know, if we should ever have a time that our country goes down or whatever, you know, people are always saying it is an apocalypse, I guess. We may be Walking Dead may save our butts.
Okay, that's not my phone. That's somebody's phone.
That was mine, sorry.
I know. I always I listen to Coast AM late at night when I'm trying to stop writing and trying to go to sleep. I'll listen to this because it's so ridiculous that I can tune it out. But they talk about the apocalypse in September and the financial ruin of the country and what else? Oh yeah, asteroids are going to hit us, and something about the moon's or the sun's twin is coming, Nibiru, something. I figured that's why you have to make every day count.
Rainbow Hounds is still having problem.
She is?
And yeah.
Okay, let me do it. Let me see if she can find any continuity in what I'm doing. Rainbow Hounds. There she is. And I'm sending her an invite again. I'm sending it right now. There it goes. It says the invitation was posted. Now she's probably going to have to go in. And I know I chatted with her, you know, in comments, and she had said something about an internet connection and whether or not it would be enough for her to be able to come onto the chat. So I'm not sure.
Well,
the
I
only
don't
thing
even think she can find the entrance. And you may want to have her email you and then you send her the chat room address?
The chat room address is
Well, I
on,
mean this address where we are, the live chat.
right. That live chat address is on my channel under, what are you thinking now or something? A whole lot of stuff of coding on the website. And if she clicks on it or copies it and pastes it into the address bar, then it'll bring her to what we're looking at right now. It should bring her in. Can you let her? Yes.
Did you spell rainbow hounds as rain in Queen Rains? REIGNBEA?
Oh, yeah. I know how to spell it.
Okay.
I've
never seen it.
Yeah. Rolling Hills Motorhome Left Group Chat. Rolling Hills. It says it on my.
She was the teddy bear. I think, yeah. Silver Wolf is silver. Yeah.
You're right there. I'm looking at you.
Came back on. Oh, no. Yep, came back on.
Oh, okay, good. Okay. Well, somebody else is having video problems besides me. But, oh, yeah, I keep forgetting. Oh, Rainbow Hound is not viewing this view. Is that right, Janice? She is not listening to us talk. Is that right?
I'm not sure exactly what's going on. She can't get into the chat, is my understanding. She can't find any way in, by.
Oh, I know exactly.
Does she do the little bell?
Rainbow Hounds, I know exactly what you're looking at. I want you to go over to the left side of your screen and put your cursor over on the left side of the screen, and your drop-down menu should come. For your Google Plus drop-down menu should come. And then click on Live Events or Events. Click on that. And that's going to bring up a screen that's going to say, like, Hangout something something. Scroll down underneath the green box that's on the right-hand side, and it should show this chat, or in one of those boxes, as you go down, you'll see there it lists every Hangout that's happening right now on Google Plus / YouTube, all of them that are going on now. You can
Sometimes
find
it's hard
this.
to find. You got to scroll down far.
Do you?
No, I did that once.
I did too.
Anything going on?
But I think you can get in that way. She has an invitation. All she has to do is find that invitation, click that invitation, and she's in. So it's either going to be like an asterisk-looking thing, a single asterisk, or it's going to be the bell that's on the right-hand side of your screen, and it should show either in YouTube or in Google Plus. It should be red and maybe have a number in it, like 1 or something. If you click on
it took me a long time to figure out that bell was where the invitation was.
Yeah, that's where the invitation is. Either that bell, or if you're on Google Plus, then I think that's where it's going to be the single. What is that called?
It's a red circle. The bell is under it, and then you just press on that and click on the video.
Exactly. It's either a bell or a round circle. Honest to God, I think that YouTube changes with time zones.
I went to your YouTube. It says live now. I clicked on that, and then it took me to a Google page, and I clicked on the little green Hangouts logo, the little green thing on at the well, as I'm facing it, it's on my right. And I clicked on that, and it says join, and I joined, and that's it.
Are you still there, everybody?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. I just had that buzzing thing come over the, I cannot figure out for the life of me what that is. Maybe my cell phone is sitting close to it and it's causing problems.
You know what I do is I close all the other apps too, like mail and things that could slow it down, because sometimes mail.
There we go.
So I have all the other apps closed except YouTube, and all the other tabs closed.
Yeah, I have everything closed except this. Is closed out, hoping to eliminate interference and confusion by my AT&T internet connection. Thumbs down. Okay, so we're going to do this consistently on Sundays at 4 o'clock every Sunday, and then whoever is going to host the event will probably know that the week before, if that makes sense. So, like, if Frida wants to do it next Sunday, do you, Frida?
I will. Sure, I will.
Okay.
I'll even put my Ethernet in, because I have a feeling that if you plug in Ethernet and not use the Wi-Fi, the Ethernet cable in the back of your computer, that it might be faster. I don't know.
I saw that you were trying to do a chat or a hangout on sometime this past week, and of course I, logged on way too late. But that's why I was thinking you might want to host it, and
I won't wear my pajamas to the next one.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to promise that. I'm always in my pajamas.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, honest to God, don't dress up for this. Wear your pajamas if you're comfortable in your pajamas. I know I'm comfortable in my pajamas all the time. And these really big shirts that I steal from my son-in-law.
Yeah.
That accidentally end up
from here down, so yeah, I didn't have a bra on, and that's very important, because they point towards my toes now, and it's not a pretty thing.
Well, at least you got two of them that do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so how
I do
about
that sometimes?
Okay,
sometimes I do that.
Serious moment. How about next Sunday? Frida is our host.
Sounds good.
And basically what I do, just FYI, is I try to log on, or I get everything set up like 15 minutes before, and then a couple of minutes before 4 o'clock, then I just click live, go live, and you just have to sit.
I think I need a test, though. I need to make sure my system's working.
Working, and you're so.
I didn't
that's basically
have anybody
what you
actually
have to
join me in that.
What?
I said I think I need a test sometime during the week or sometime.
Oh, I'm happy to do that with you. Yeah, I'm happy to do that.
I didn't really have anyone join me, and okay.
We could, we could do one. Okay, I'm trying to think of my schedule here. Mondays are always really bad for me, so I don't want to say tomorrow.
With the old-fashioned pencil out, pencil and paper.
Let's try for Thursday.
Okay, tomorrow in the morning, or you want to?
Thursday.
Is that better for you?
Thursday in the morning.
Tuesday? Tuesday. No, I have to.
I think if we do it on Thursday, then you've got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to fret over it until you go live on Sunday. I'm so
good.
evil.
That sounds good.
So evil.
So when it's not working,
Let's
What time on Thursday?
Thursday. Let's say we're in the same time zone, right? Yeah. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, we're just down the street, actually. Not
Yeah,
far.
I know. Let us say 10 o'clock. Does that work for you?
That sounds good.
Okay.
By that time, I should have my regular clothes on.
Yeah, that lets me get my morning routine done, and then, I can take a break and we can play and see what happens. And anybody who's out there watching at the time, it'd be great if you would come in and play too.
Yeah, we'll
And we'll
get it
practice.
working, and then I'll do this next Sunday.
Okay, so this is the RV Women
Sounds good. Now
Hangout.
I don't have an RV yet, but I'm in the position of wanting an RV and trying to decide whether I want an RV and my house or
Yeah.
just an RV and travel.
That's
But
fine.
then I heard Dory had all those mosquitoes be biting on him until it
Yeah.
really bothered him. It's like, I don't want to drive anywhere where there's mosquitoes.
I don't
Yeah.
think any of us care whether you have an RV or whatever you have. So that you're just RV wannabe.
I'm an RV wannabe. That's me.
Yeah. And
But
I
I'm
think
going to
that
have an RV.
yeah, I think there are a lot of women at various stages in their lives that, I mean, some people are 10 years away, but they're doing their due diligence to see if this is a lifestyle that they want. And I've actually received comments from people who are literally 5 and 10 years out. They write and say, I'm 48 years old, and stumbled into RV living, and I really want to do this. And so they're watching us RV people and RV wannabe people that have been doing this for a while, and they want to know stuff. They want answers. They want to know what they should be concerned with. What are the things that make for a successful life living in an RV? And I think that, and it's invaluable. I started watching for that very reason. I wanted to make sure that I understood exactly what I was doing, if that makes
Well,
sense.
I know that my husband and the kids and we would go out for a week vacation up to Big Bear, or we'd go out to the desert, and we had a lot of fun, and the kids were young. But then one time we decided to stay 2 weeks. Of course, we were camping in a tent, and about the second week into it, I decided that I liked running water, and and the camping life in a tent was not for me. So I kind of remember that. I was so happy to be back in my house.
I know.
Those little
I,
things
I
are
took
important.
I took my daughter. I was a single mom, and
But
I took my.
I'm 2 years now. I have been following all the RV full timers and just a whole load of people that I really enjoy. And I've learned so much by watching them. I learn a lot. You learn how to, take care of yourself and be secure and things to watch out for. There was one guy, there's a guy that has 3 dogs that lives in what is it, a motorhome or a van or something? No, it's a motorhome. It's a camper. Anyway, his 3 dogs, his 3 pit bulls, ate through the door and got out, and then they
Oh
were up roaming on the street. You know, somebody had to call them at work and come back. So it's kind of nice to know. I've got a German Shepherd and a Dachshund. How would I survive? I don't think I could do a Class B, not with my big butt.
yeah.
Well, the interesting thing,
Hi guys. I call this my beginner RV because it's such a mess itself that I know I'm going to have to buy a sturdier one in time to come. But if I can't find a Class A under 30 feet, I'm just going to go back to the Class C because I like it. It's comfortable.
There's nothing wrong with Class Cs. I've had a Class C for 16 years.
Yeah.
And it's a 31 foot, so, and my husband's with me. So Of course, he drives. I'm not allowed to drive. But, you know, we have a Frida, I would never get rid of my house if I were you. I would not
Me
get rid
either.
of my house
Yeah.
until
Well, I've gone. My son wants me to move back to Tennessee and buy a house back there, and then he says, "While I'm gone in my RV because I don't like cold weather, I'm just California spoiled. I come from Iowa, and I'm California spoiled. And so then while I'm gone, he would live in my house. And I thought, well, that would be good, but then I really wouldn't have a house to go back to. So I don't know. I thought I could sell the house. Then I thought I could sell the house and buy a real expensive RV, a big Class A, and then me and the dogs would have plenty of room, and that would be one way to do it. Of course, you know. But I don't know. I love my garden.
Well, I think that you can take your. I mean, you can be a RV gardener. I mean, you could. I've seen
Oh yeah, I would be.
how they do it, and I'm probably going to do at least an herb garden and grow tomatoes in my RV. So.
Well, have you ever heard of guerrilla gardening? You know what guerrilla gardening is?
Is
Guerrilla
that like inner
gardening is that
city?
you take. It's not like, you know, it's not like guerrilla the bad guys, but what they do is the guerrilla gardeners, they go in the middle of the night and they go find a place that is like belongs to the city that's just went very bad, and you know it's just neglected, and then they get plants like aloe or agave out here or different plants, and then they plant it, and then the next day it's beautiful right there. It's plants that can survive in California, you know. But you could do. They have guerrilla gardeners all over the country. So if you really wanted to get in there and dig and garden, you could always join that
Well,
group.
I just want the fresh produce myself, but you know how this thing is behind me? This it's a shoe thing that you hang in your closet, but I hang them all over the place. I've seen people
Oh yeah.
grow plants in those, and that's what I'm going to do.
Like
Oh yeah, that would be
outside,
good.
hanging from your van.
I'm going to garden from my van, yeah. I mean, from my RV, from my Class
Yeah.
C.
Well, you
And
can
it's
hang them
basically,
outside, you
yeah,
know, and they get sunlight and water, and then when you're ready to move on, bring them in and
hang them
hang them in
up.
your shower.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to
Well, you could
do.
get small. Yeah, you can get smaller. Like if you want to grow tomatoes, you get like the tiny Tim ones or the smaller tomatoes and grow
Oh,
it
no,
in
no, no.
that.
You know
That's a
those,
good idea.
you know those upside down tomato plants or planters? They're called topsy-turvies.
Yeah.
You can get them for like
Oh yeah, I've got
$1 at
some.
discount stores. Those topsy-turvy things work, and they hang up.
Oh yeah.
Take them out, hang them on a tree while I'm
Yeah, you could
stationary.
do that and have some big ones.
Yeah,
I
I like.
tried it. Mine dried out really fast.
Yeah, I had no luck with them either.
I
You
had
know, maybe.
two of them, and they were awesome.
Yeah.
And you have to water them a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. That's one
Yeah.
of the things. I neglected watering enough, and that's my first
I
lesson I
mean,
learned about those.
yeah, you have to water them like every other day. Gravity is pulling whatever water is, it's just pulling the water
Yeah.
down, and you have to keep the top moist. And I think I ended up putting, what is that stuff? Okay, some kind of like wood chips in the top because it would hold on to the moisture longer. It worked.
Oh
I had
yeah.
great tomatoes. I had
You know,
great.
I was thinking, you know, did you ever see that where they actually grow on top of a roof? You know, you can grow on top of the RV. And another thing I was thinking, how would I ever get on top of the RV? You know, I was just listening to someone says that you have to go up there about every year and it scares me to go up ladders nowadays.
It's
Didn't you
harder
hurt
getting
yourself on
off
the
the
ladder?
roof, Frida. It's
Getting
a
up
lot
on your
harder to get
RV?
off.
Yeah, I agree. It's harder to get off
I know
than it
it's
is
harder to
on.
get off. Scares me to get off.
Yeah. Well, that's how I fell and broke my arm and my shoulder was
Oh
getting
my! I know. I heard.
off the roof. Well, yeah, because I was supposed to leave last year,
Oh,
and I was leaving after my daughter's wedding, which was her wedding was in April a year ago, and I was working on stuff on the top of the RV, just looking around basically, and resealing and just stuff like that. When I came down, the ladder went one way, and I went flat down and fell on my shoulder and my arm and broke them.
oh,
And that was
goodness.
it. I was stationary. I couldn't do anything. I just it's been a little over a year, and I've just gotten to the point where I can resume like getting massages again because it's not excruciatingly painful.
See, that
But
scares me.
yeah,
When
that's
I was a youngster, like you, I got up on top of the house because that was no big deal to me. I could always just do
yeah.
anything. I thought so. I got up on the house and did a bunch of stuff. But when I went to get off, because I gained a little weight since the time before, went to get off and I could not. I was so scared to turn around and get on the ladder that I sat there for a long time, and finally my husband coached me down, says, come on, you can do it. I finally got down, and I swore I'd never go back up there again. And
Well,
now
that's why.
it's leaking, so
Yeah.
I should, I suppose.
Yeah, that's why I've decided that there's one job that I want to do before I go, and that is to get some kids. I bought some, I don't know what the stuff that you put on your rubber roof, that stuff that you paint on your rubber roof.
Dicor?
And what is it called?
Oh,
Dicor.
Dicor.
Yeah, and so I bought that, um, and I thought, I'm just going to do it. No, the ladder's still leaning against the house. I'm not going to do. I'm just going to hire. I have somebody coming this week to do it, and then
Yeah, just
Dicor
gotta
can
hire
sit here for 2 weeks.
Right. That's what we need to do is hire somebody. I know it's expensive, but that's one thing. I would never get on that roof.
No,
Never.
no. I've got these kids coming. They're going to do it for $125.
Oh, that's really good.
Oh, there you go.
I know.
Yeah.
And I've explained it to them, and they're like, "Yeah, that sounds good. $125. There's two of them, and they're gonna do it for $75 a piece." I think that's right. No,
Good luck.
less than that. It was. Oh, maybe it was $150. I think it was $150. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna risk my life for $150. Kelly Sheridan is joining the group.
Hi, Kelly.
Where are you, Kelly?
Oh, look at your doggy.
I don't see her yet.
I don't either.
I don't either.
Kelly, we don't see you.
Well, she's in those white wall with blue stripes.
With the blue stripes, yeah.
But there's no
But we
picture.
don't actually. Yeah. Well, Kelly, you look good.
These could be bars.
I wish I looked that good, actually.
Vertical stripes,
But
very
In a
slimming.
colorful prison.
Yeah, I think it's kind of amazing or interesting, and but I was thinking a real good job for somebody offering, at a camp, you pull into a campground, and somebody has a poster up that says, I am in space 68, and if you need any work done on your RV, come talk to me.
Oh, yeah. Do they do that?
I don't know why
should
they
do
couldn't.
that.
And then to get like especially if they're there permanently, and then you can pull in and rent a space, and whoever it is can work on your RV while you're there in it, and then you just pay them, and you go on your merry way. I would love that. I don't know why campgrounds don't have those people, just like as
Maybe they
employees.
do.
Anybody ever seen one?
Well, I work in a campground. I work for KOA, and I think it's a liability for the owners to have someone else working on RVs there. Probably not in all campgrounds, but where I worked it was.
Up here in Canada, that's the same. They don't allow it in most of them.
Maybe you could try.
Wouldn't it be just a matter of a liability release? Because God knows if somebody's going to crawl
Well,
around
possibly.
yeah, I mean, if somebody's going to crawl around on my vehicle, I'm having them sign a release of liability.
Well, you could just drive to a parking lot not very far. Say, okay, I'll meet you on Saturday over at Walmart.
Well, I think they do it down in Arizona and Quartzsite all the time.
That's good to know.
Did you see that? Did you see that naked guy in Quartzsite? Anybody ever see him?
No.
I saw
the
him.
naked guy.
Does he do RV work?
I saw YouTube.
The bookstore guy?
Yeah, the bookstore guy. I just
I'll have to
saw
look
that
that
video.
I'll look it up too.
He's been there for 30 years selling books at his
naked?
He's the naked bookstore guy.
I think it was on RV Love.
But is he actually naked?
Well, he's got like a little crocheted thing around. It's about that big.
Like a sock? Like a baby-size one? Or
like
what are we talking here?
And he does wear a hat. He does wear a hat.
And a necklace.
So he's got a
That's right. That's right.
My husband and I have been to Quartzsite, and I never saw that one.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I guess he's been there like 30 years, and he sells books. All kinds of old books.
If he was there, I never noticed him, let's say.
So we're talking baby socks. But I think that if anybody is campground camping, if you ever find somebody in wherever you are that is a repair person for RVs, I think it would be real advantageous to add them to, I don't know, some channel, maybe our channel or somebody, so let somebody know. I, for one, keep track of that stuff. You know, who does what, where, who's doing what. Of course, that book is back in the back. But the guy that worked on Nomadic Fanatics, RV.
Wayne, RV Prepper.
Wayne?
Yeah,
Wayne, RV Prepper. See if I'm ever in that area in Florida, why wouldn't I pay him to work on my vehicle?
Yeah, I would too.
That's right.
So at least you have some recourse. You can go on and ruin his YouTube channel or something. He does a bad job.
Right. Oh, jeez. Well, now he's not going to help you out now. Wayne, if you're listening, don't repair RV Ladies' motorhome.
Well, at least don't do bad work.
Did you all hear that Tilly is been turned out to pasture?
Yeah, I heard that.
In a junkyard.
My need to have. Oh, what was that? But I think it would be nice to have people in various areas who can work on our RVs.
Well, the campgrounds I work at, they do have people that they recommend.
Oh,
they can give recommendations, but they just won't allow them. You have to take your RV off the campground to have it worked on. Now, if it's like a minor repair, they'll let them work on it there. Like if it's a matter of being able to be mobile or not, then they would let them go ahead and do it. But even winterizing, last year I worked in a KOA in Colorado, and they wouldn't allow any of the people that worked there to winterize people's RVs because of liability, in case anything happened because of frozen pipes.
Oh, well, that can get expensive.
Yeah.
Well, I have a question about you work camping, because I don't know anything about it. Do you have to work a certain number of hours a week? And do you get free camp spot? Or how does that work with KOA?
Each KOA has a different expectation of what they want. We do get a campsite. Last summer, we camped in Santa Fe, and we worked, I believe it was 12 hours a week for our campsite, and then got paid over that. We also got free propane and 25% off in the camp store. This year, we're working in Idaho, and I think our campsite is 8 hours between the two of us per week. We get 15% off at the camp store and free laundry. So you sort of negotiate a contract when you get hired onto one of them.
Well, that's not bad at all, because I know that if you work for the National Park Service, you have to give them 20 hours a week, and to me, that's a lot of time.
Right. Like I said, and then if you work for KOA, you get a star each time you work at a KOA, and the more stars you get, the better contract you can negotiate, and the fewer hours you can actually work for your campsite.
Wow.
But you have to stay in one spot for like 4 months, or how does that work?
Well, they have you can work there full time. You can work there part of the year. You can work there 3 to 4 months. But yes, usually it is at least 4 months.
Oh,
we were in Santa Fe for 8 months, but we loved it down there. We had so much to do, and we just enjoyed it so much. We didn't mind that we had to be there for 8 months.
That'd be awesome, actually.
So you could work 8 hours and get it done, and then you've got 6 days left to play, so to speak?
Well, you just want to work for your site, yes. If you wanted to work and make more money, then you could, especially in the wintertime, they do want you just to work for your site. But during the summer, sometimes they want you to work more hours in the store, or basically it's either working in the store, taking reservations, or my husband does the escorting to the sites.
Your husband's an escort?
Oh.
Yes. Yes, he is. A paid escort.
Good to know.
Oh, that's where I went. Your husband's an escort.
Okay, the unfortunate part about all of those KOA campgrounds and all that stuff is that you can't do it as a single person. Is that correct?
No, they have singles also. Like I said, you go on the KOA Work Camper, and you can find all different kinds of situations.
Wow. Wow. That's cool.
Like, I wanted to get one in Florida, and they only wanted a single there, so we couldn't take that one.
A single man, or do they care?
A single man or a single woman. It doesn't matter.
Do they have any requirements on the type of vehicle you're allowed to use?
My worst problems?
What's your worst problem
just
you've ever had?
one of the people I had to working at a KOA, just the people I had to work with. I did not get along with someone at one of the KOAs.
Yeah, Janice, I think you have to be
Did you ever have a problem with the people staying at the...
With the owners? Oops. Did you mean did I ever have problems with the owners?
No, with the people that stay there, like if they're staying there one night, like teenagers having a party or something like that.
Yes, we've had problems with that. We had to ask them to leave because they were bothering everyone. Every once in a while, you'll get somebody that's unhappy, but for the most part, people who are camping are usually very happy. Yeah, and glad to be there.
That's very true. I know I always am.
Right.
Well, I don't do a lot of campground stuff because I don't like being jam-packed in. But I know in the West, anyway, It costs about as much to go to one of those public places to dump your tanks as it does to go to say, a state park and stay there and dump your tanks at the same time. Or it's like a little more money or something like that. Well, I was at the state park at Palomar Mountain yesterday, and it's $30 a night. Is that basically what campgrounds go for these days?
Just federal ones up here, like the big ones, but most campgrounds not that much.
Yeah, it was $30. This was at a state-run facility, and no vehicles over, I think it was 25 feet.
Was it for full service?
They had full services, but they didn't allow RVs. Classic California.
Standing outside my tent and peeing in a sewer hose might be a difficult task.
Exactly.
Get a funnel.
But they had bear boxes. Yeah, but they did give you free bear boxes. But it was mostly tent camping. I saw a couple of RVs, and they were very small, 25 feet at most. 25 feet. Very small.
Well, that's good. Mine is only 24. I still have the 28-footer, but I just found it was too big to park when you're boondocking and traveling around, so I got the 24-foot, so I like it better.
And is it a Class A or a B?
It's a C.
I mean C.
Yeah, it's a C.
It's a Class C.
Yeah.
See, I don't like sleeping in the living room. It's the only problem I have.
Oh, it's got a rear bunk. I've got not a bunk, a rear bed. It's got a rear bed by the bathroom, and
right,
kitchen,
okay,
dinette,
exactly
and above. Yeah, so it's got it all.
Yeah, I like those. Yeah, those are nice. I like that you pull the shade or pull the drape
around the bed.
Bedroom.
Yeah. I wanted one with a rear bed because I just wanted to not have to make the bed or climb up on the top of the roof or pull down the dinette. So yeah, it works good.
Yeah,
dedicated beds to me are very important.
Yeah, me too. I need a dedicated bed. I'm not going to
Let's
put
talk
stuff
about
up and
the
down and fold
doors.
everything every morning.
The doors on an RV, the doors on an RV seem so thin, when you start to think about security or whatever. I was over at the Ralph's grocery store, and there was this RV, and of course the person just got out, and I had to talk to him. It's like, hi, you've got an RV. You're my hero. I said, did you ever have any problems, And she said somebody tried to open our door and get in one time. And she said that's the only problem that she had. So then I started thinking about how thin the doors are. Is there like any extra thing that you put on the doors to?
Well, no. What you do is you keep that door locked, especially at gas stations, because when you're out filling up or you're getting out of your driver's seat, and if you've got that door open, somebody goes in there and hides. They just pop into your bathroom. You drive away. It happened to a senior couple up here in Alberta, and they still haven't found their bodies.
Oh, God.
So that's good advice.
Yeah.
Even if you're in a car, always lock the car doors.
Yeah.
Always.
Lock the car doors, and you got to.
Well, I got a story for you.
Maybe they won't.
I got a story for
come in
you.
and hide, but they'll take your purse.
When I used to have a 300Z. My husband and I went down and got me a brand new 300Z. Turbocharged. I was in heaven. This thing was so fast. It was fun, like a rocket ship. You go in the parking lot and you look in the windows. It was good. T-top. Anyway, and that's what I had, and I loved it. No, that's not true. I had it all. But what I did was I went over to the lumber store and I was getting some things to fix up my kitchen, like a painting. Things. I was going to fix up my kitchen, and you know how when you go shopping, sometime you're totally into the shopping. So I was totally into it. The store closed, and at 9 o'clock when the store closed, I was a little after 9, and everybody left, and the lights kind of went out, and I was loading up the trunk of my 300Z. I loaded it up. So I opened up the door, and there's this young guy, was about maybe 19 or 20, and he came and he had a little zipper pouch. It was about the size of a gun. It was a zipper pouch. And he says, let me help you. He was acting a little weird. And he said, let me help you. And so I said, oh, okay. And I'm like out here in the middle of the parking lot. Nobody was around. And I hadn't paid attention. So he helped me put things in the truck. And I said, okay, or in the car. And I said, okay, thanks. I'll see you later. And so I shut it down. I unlocked my car, which unlocked both doors. He got in and sat down beside me, and shut the door just as I got in and sat down. And you know, in a 300Z, you've got this much space between you, and he was like right there. Our shoulders were practically touching. And he says, I need a ride. And I said, you need a ride? I said, okay, well, which way are you going? And so he points down that way, down Lincoln. And I said, oh, I'm sorry, honey, I'm going to go the other way. Very calm. I was keeping. I said, I'm going to go that way. And he says, okay, I'll go that way. And I says, okay, sure. Because I thought, you know, I'm just going to keep calm here because my little pepper spray and all the stuff that was in my glove compartment, there was no way I could reach any of that stuff. So I got up to the corner there, and I got in the left lane to turn left. And I says, well, you know what? I'm going to turn left here, and you wanted to go that way, so you want to get out here? And he says, no, he says, just continue around. So we're waiting for the light. He turns up the radio really loud, and then I started to talk to him, and I turned it down a little bit, and I says, you look so familiar. You look like one of my neighbors. I says, you probably know my husband. And then I gave the name of my friend's husband who was a sheriff. And I says, he's a local sheriff around here. You probably know him. And I said, you look so familiar. I bet I've seen you because you probably go to one of the schools around here, right? And so after listening to that, then he turned it back up again, and then he took the zipper on that little pouch, and he started to open it. Then he shut it again. And he had kind of, what I had just said to him kind of sunk in, I could tell. The light changed. All this happened pretty quick. And then I says, well, I'm going to go this way. You sure you want to go? And he says, no, just pull over. So I pulled over, and not clear to the curb even, with my foot on the gas, and he got out. And but I think it was because I stayed calm. I felt really in danger, but I stayed calm. I acted like I knew him, and I used my friend's husband to situation. I thought I acted pretty smart in that situation, except for the fact that now I don't know if the doors both open when you click the button, because I don't have that on mine. But I know I will always be aware of every parking lot and things all the time, because that could have been into me.
I think only the driver's car side opens now. You have to click it twice to get the rest of them open. But I think
is that how it works now? Well, my car, I have an old truck, so it just does the old key thing.
Well, maybe you should just put the key in the lock then next time.
Well,
now I have a.
On this 94, this is basically a van. On this 94 Ford, it's a turn it twice thing to get all the doors to open, which is a good thing.
Well, this was
Yes, it is.
This was back in the 80s, yeah. Now I have a Ford pickup, which I could pull with my little trailer, but I'm.
Yeah, you are.
I am lucky.
You're lucky you survived.
That kid, there was something wrong. There was something wrong with him. Yeah.
I hope you
and then I didn't even call the police, because what was I gonna, what was I gonna say to the police? I mean, I don't think I did. I didn't. I should have, I suppose, but I didn't. I was glad to be alive, and they would have said, what did he look like? I can't even tell you. I can just tell you he was big. When you get in a panicky situation like that or something, I don't think you can always identify people right.
Well, I've made up my mind that if somebody jumped in my car and told me to drive someplace, I wasn't going to drive someplace where I was going to be on a lonely road and get killed. their end of my car was going to go into a telephone pole.
Drive your car into a telephone pole?
I would do that before I'd let them take me out in some boonies and kill me.
Well, they can kill me right there and take the car. Yeah, I don't own anything that people. I mean, if they're going to steal from me, I just steal it. Don't kill me too. But I see Silver
a lot of times that's not what we want.
Kelly, bye, Kelly. Thanks for coming by. Are you still here, Kelly? Silver Wolf, are you still here? Is anybody still here?
No, Silver Wolf left.
I'm here.
Kelly's still here. She's having problems with her speaker.
Where's the dog again?
Of her mic.
That looks like a friendly dog.
Okay, Silver Wolf is gone, so bye, Silver Wolf. Thanks for coming by. See you next week.
Bye, Silver Wolf.
On Frida's channel. Frida's channel next week. Well, that was just a horror story. Now I'm, afraid.
Well, sorry. I like to tell
does anybody else have any? No, I'm teasing. These are all the things that we need to know.
Oh, I think that I tell that story all the time because I think it sure made me aware. Don't stay past when everybody is gone to the store in a dark parking lot.
Yeah, I do that all the time too. Well, we've been on for an hour and 20 minutes-ish. 20 minutes. Do we want to keep going, or are we ready to sign off?
I'm easy.
Do you want to make it 2 hours?
I don't know.
Make it 2 hours?
It's fine with me. Hello? Anybody?
Who said that?
Well, I think we're finally getting into some worthwhile discussions here,
I know, huh?
And I think you have to think about possibilities of things that can happen to you and plan, at least in your head, what are you going to do?
See, I always thought about that I had this glove compartment, and my husband and I got into all kinds of ideas how to protect ourselves. So I had pepper spray down there. Well, now they're illegal, so I don't have one now. But the zapper thing was kind of popular then. Remember that zapper thing? I had a zapper in there. Well, he could have used that on me, but because that car was so small and he was rather big, and there was no way I could lift up that, and he was right there. There's no way I could lift up that and say, "Excuse me, hold on a second while I zap you." There's no way it was going to work. And pepper spray, if you spray that on somebody, if it comes back on you, then you're disabled too at that time. So, I mean, it made me rethink about what protection can actually do if you're confronted in that situation. I think it's important that we tell those stories to everyone. So I remember people's stories that make me beware of situations like that. Like the mosquito story that Dory was telling.
I think that I'm actually considering getting a gun and getting a whatever that's permit to carry, whatever it is that you have to do to get a gun. Actually, I don't want a handgun. I want a rifle. I want a shotgun, so I don't have to actually aim as much as just hope that some of it splatters and makes people run away.
I want a blunderbuss.
I think it's
I want a blunderbuss.
important to know the laws of the state. Or snake shotgun. Well, you just make that. You get a shotgun that you have to cock. That makes that sound. Go ahead, come on, make my day. say that.
Oh.
Well,
I think for most people they don't anticipate
you
that
get
a
alarm
woman's going to
system
have
on
a
your
gun.
RV. I don't know if they have those, but
I don't know how many of you watch Line Screw, but he has a
Nah.
dog
Yep.
bark alarm that he hooks up. And it sounds like a vicious animal, and quite often, that'll change their minds, or at least give you time to get your protection out.
That's
I didn't
actually
hear
a
that,
really
Kelly.
good idea. Big dog barking.
What was that,
barking.
Kelly?
I think that would be a really good
big
idea.
dog. Oh, I got a German Shepherd. In fact, that's one of my problems. I'm afraid that if I go out with my German Shepherd, I mean, he does some scary barking at people. He's very protective. So I don't know if I like that or not.
That's a good thing.
See, that's
a good thing.
Yes.
Yeah. See, I don't want to get a dog. I don't want to have to get a dog. And so I'm really looking for some alternatives. The barking part, that's good. That's a really good idea. I like that a lot.
You could get like a barking tape. Is that what she says, or a barking?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it looked like a baby monitor, kind of that size, but it played this sound, and it hooks up to, it hears vibrations or something, and then there's something that you put on the outside, and then it can see people, and then the dog barks.
See, I think I would rig, because I'm technically inclined, I would rig it out so lights would flash, loud sounds would happen. I'd have a panic button in there and a big bat. Yeah.
Hello,
well,
it's
see,
Kelly.
I'd have to get over it. I'd have to get over it. I have to be brave.
Hey, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
Where are you?
Hi, I'm here in voice anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say you still got the two blue lines going.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about. But at least my microphone started working. Yay!
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty easy to get connected this time. I didn't have any trouble going through Google Plus. It seemed pretty easy.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I don't know if you move your Kelly, if you move your cursor up to the top of the screen that we're on, and if it gives you a menu at the top, and if one of those menus is settings, do you have any of that?
Yeah.
If you move up on settings, it may be you can
Oops.
or it just goes to default. And I wonder if maybe your camera just needs to be identified on Google Plus in settings.
Okay, I'll play with it here.
Okay.
We'll see what I can.
I mean, it
come
doesn't
up
matter
with.
to me.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It doesn't matter to me whether it's live or not. I just didn't know if you really wanted to use your camera.
Yeah, let me.
But
I'll look at that and see what I can do here.
Rainbow Hounds made a suggestion that you use an air horn or even a whistle, because they do not want to have any noise going on. They don't want to attract any attention.
I love those air horns.
I know, we all have the...
I have an air horn in every room.
Well, I think we all have the ability to scream and yell for help.
But I have an air horn in every room of my house.
Oh. I think if you are in an area that is like a campground, some organized something, just screaming out and yelling help, I'm sure will bring many people out with many guns. you know, help me. Somebody's trying to break into my RV.
Or you could do this. Watch this. Watch.
What are you going to do?
All I have to do is this. Watch this. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello? Oh, the dog.
He goes out to the...
Yeah.
Good dog. Good barking. Good boy.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather just have the bark. I'd rather just have the barkingness, the recording, so that I don't have to take them out to the basket and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to feed them.
You can have
Okay, that's enough.
You can have a job now. You can do sounds of your dog barking and then sell them.
Oh,
I wonder if you can get a siren.
That's enough.
I wonder if you can get a siren and put a switch next to your seat, you know, like where your left hand is some sort of a switch. Turn it on and be as loud as an ambulance or a fire truck. That will scare them off. They'll run from there.
Oh, yeah. You can. You can. That's why I have a couple red switches and just wire it up to some kind of a loudspeaker or something.
And so they don't want to hear
get a microphone. Get the hell away from my camper.
Yeah, that's what I would like to have. Something where it's just like, you know, I see you, get away from my camper. Frida, is that your dog?
Yeah.
Whose dog?
Well, I started him. Now he won't stop. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's okay. We're safe. We don't have to kill anybody today.
Frida, what's your dog's name?
His name is Seismic. Here, come over here. Come up.
Seismic like in seismic?
Oh, wait.
Like in seismic disturbance?
Come here. Ow. Wait, say. Well, he didn't want to say.
Oh, wow, what kind of dog is that?
It's like Seismic. He's a French dog. He's got a French mustache. It's a French German Shepherd. I just made that up. He's a French German Shepherd. It's actually, I'll tell you what Seismic is, and you could even, I don't know if you can look it up anymore, but back in about 2004, named Loic invented a video conversation online. So it was a place you could go, and you would make a video, and then all your friends would answer the video back, and then you make another video. In fact, what we did was even played on musicals. Like one person would play one part, they'd make a video, another person would play another part, and then you could combine them together. It was a wonderful place, and all of the people on Seismic are still all friends, because when you have a video conversation between people, you get all the facial, you know, connections that are going on. That's why Hangouts are so nice. And then you begin to kind of learn about them. We were on, it was a great thing, but then it finally closed down, so I named my dog Seismic in its behalf. And a lot of my Facebook friends now are from those days. And we did some crazy things. One time we had a party. We had a formal, well, we do that in Hangouts here. We had a formal party. Everybody dressed very formally. And then we got out the wine and everything, and we were having like a party, put on some music, we're all dancing. It was fun to have like a party like that. And then, so I was in the other room. My husband had nothing to do with it. He's just out here watching Gunsmoke or something. And so I was in there, and I was all dressed up and everything, makeup on, and you know, having a great time. And I actually drank a whole bottle of wine without realizing I had drank a whole bottle of wine. So all of a sudden, I realized everything was spinning, and I realized I just drank a bottle of wine, and how am I going to make it past Gene? I didn't want him to know that I just partied in the other room with all these other people. And so I slowly walked by and went to bed.
You were doing this on video, drinking all the wine.
It's a good time.
That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. That's cute.
So back to the locks on the back to the people trying to break into your RV.
Yeah.
Can you put extra different locks on there so that makes it a little more secure?
I know there is a way to, I mean, professional locksmiths have to do this, but they can put deadbolts and all kinds of things. But here's kind of the way I figure. If somebody's going to get in, if somebody's decided they're coming in, they're coming in. there's not a lot of material between you and them. I mean, in my Class C, the reason that I'm eventually going to go to Class A is because there's a little more space between me and the outside world. The Class Cs were built. I don't think they were built real solid. But I think if somebody's coming in your RV, they're coming in. And you know, you can hope and pray and hold a baseball bat and get out your taser and your you know, spray stuff. But if they are just bent on coming in, I think your best idea is to get out, is escape and run and hide, hopefully in the dark.
Mhm.
That's the only thing that you know, it's kind of like my house. You know, please don't rob my house while I'm home. Please rob my house while I'm not home, because I don't want to meet you. And I think that theft, I have known theft to be a concern in some campgrounds where things disappear at night, bikes and chairs and, you know, things disappear. And and I think it really depends on what kind of camping you're doing. If you are in a campground, most campgrounds have some kind of security, not to mention there are just people everywhere. Other boondocking is a concern because somebody can literally, you're out in the middle of nowhere, they can pull up, scream your head off, you know, shout over your megaphones, you know, blast your blasters, whatever the case may be. It's not going to matter because it's at that point it's just you and them.
Right.
And there's nothing to stop them.
Right.
I mean, my idea, that's why I really am considering getting a rifle. Because I plan on doing the boondocking. And my feeling is, you know, I'm going to stay in this RV for as long as I can. And if you open a door, if you can pry it open, I'm going to shoot you in the face.
Have you done any shooting, any target shooting or anything do you shoot guns? Do you know how?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I grew up, you know, murdering small animals with guns.
Oh.
I think they call it hunting in Ohio.
Oh, hunting, yeah.
But, yeah, I grew up doing that. I was, you know, very proficient with firearms. And, but again, that's why I said I am just really interested in a shotgun, not a sawed-off shotgun, not something illegal or anything like that, but literally something that just sprays and puts them down. You know, I'm not interested in putting a hole in them. I'm interested in stopping them where they are.
Yeah.
I don't care if they're, you know, I don't care if they're unconscious or dead. I just need them to stop doing whatever it is that I don't want them to do. But
just remember, you can't shoot out of your door. You have to have them inside before you shoot them and kill them.
Well, that's the same with houses, you know, and you just drag the body in.
Yeah, I had a cop tell me that one time. I had a cop tell me that. He said, Kelly, just drag him in.
Yeah, just drag him in. It's okay. I've had a cop tell me that too.
Yeah, it's okay.
You know,
I'm originally from Colorado. Yeah, I'm originally from Colorado, and they have the Make My Day law there. And man, if someone's in your house, you can kill them. That's just the bottom line there. So yeah, a cop told me just drag him in. It's okay. Like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
And the other
by that
thing,
time, your adrenaline would be going so fast, you would be able to.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing is just keep shooting your gun till you're out of bullets, because you don't want them to get your gun and use it on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree with that as well. Until you're out of bullets.
We had an older lady down the street that somebody was about midnight, and her older disabled husband was in a wheelchair, and it was at midnight. I remember that. And she's just like 2 blocks down the street. And so this guy started to come in through her patio window. And so she ran and got the gun. And she says, and she got her phone and was calling 911. And she says, she said, get away from my door. And you could hear her hollering on the phone. And she called 911. She says, you better get here. I'm going to shoot him. You better get here. And he kept trying to pry the door open. And pretty soon she shot. She didn't break the window. I think she was thinking about this. But she shot just to the left of the window. And then he ran off. And then the police got him because they were right out there and got him. And so she was like the hero of our neighborhood for a while. But she just, and they're like they were in their 80s, I think.
Wow. Yeah. And I think that's the world is
you think that I would have left
one of the only alternatives that you have is to simply get a gun. Mm-hmm. And I honestly think it shouldn't be that big a deal. I think everybody should be armed, everybody should have a gun, and I don't think there'd be any crime. I really don't.
Well, I think you would have a much quieter society.
Quieter?
You'd have a much quieter society.
I think so as well.
You know, they'd be nice.
Yes. I actually started a book that the plot of the story was everybody got a gun. From birth on, you had a gun. And then for a period of time, you could. It was like this movie Purge. One night a year, it was basically you could go shoot anybody, no harm, no foul. And if you were out of your house, people could kill you and not go to jail.
Well, it's handy if you got any Walking Dead around your house.
Walking Dead, yeah, comes in real handy. But I think that I don't know. I think that the world is making it necessary to carry a gun. Sad but true. And I'd never want to shoot anybody. But there have been times that I've been out on the trail hiking and come up against some people that I wasn't sure that they weren't going to kill me for what was in my backpack. Mm-hmm. And so I wouldn't mind being armed all the time. You know? I mean, obviously armed. I'm not talking about let's hide it. I'm talking about carrying it over my shoulder.
Yeah,
and
strap it to your chest.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm not talking.
Put it in your bra.
Yeah, forget that. I'm carrying it in my hand, using it as a walking stick. You know, I want them to see that I have a gun that I would never conceal. Yeah. I think you should be allowed to put,
your barrel's pointing down.
Yeah, I think you should be able to put a big sticker on your coach or on your RV that says, you know,
NRA approved.
I have a gun.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, they could always go six of their friends, and then all six of them would take a gun. That's something to think about. If they know you have a gun.
That kind of reminds me. I had a friend one time who is in the criminal justice, and he was saying when you live in the urban area, especially, don't be so proud about the associations that you belong to and put the stickers up all over the place. He said because if a thug is looking for a gun and he sees the NRA sticker on your front window, guess whose house he's going to go to? So he's going to probably break into yours and try and find your guns. So I always remember what he was saying about that. About, you know, there's a point where you should be kind of stealth about that, but at the same time, you don't want to look like you're just some victim walking down the street either. So where's the middle line in that? It's a hard place to be, and I think each event warrants its own thing. You know what I mean? I mean, it depends on where you are, what time of day it is, what kind of creepy vibes you're getting. I mean, There's so many different angles to it.
Well,
and you never know what part of the city you're
people
in
buy
when you drive
just
in.
dog on site or on property.
I know not to just go down a few blocks from here. It's not.
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking about putting
in
one
another
of those.
city. You never know where the good parts are or the bad parts of town.
Every part's a bad part of town.
Yeah, really.
You have to think of it that way now.
And assume
every part is bad. Yeah. I mean, I live in the city. I mean, I don't live in a big city, but I live in the city, and each area has its own problem, its own kind of crime. You're not that safe anywhere. I live in Iowa, but I live in
and you
in
don't
the
know.
city.
You can't find it out in the news.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy the stuff that happens here, and you think, God, this is such a bodunk state. How is this happening? But it is, and it's every day there's something crazy. So I don't know. You just have to, I guess, weigh out each situation and take your best shot, so to speak, and see. Try to avoid as much conflict as possible.
I'd be interested in knowing how many women think it's okay.
See, that's one thing about having a camper behind a truck.
Maybe can you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay. I'm curious for the audience that's listening or watching or whatever.
Oh, now I don't hear you.
How many of you have a gun in your RV or to carry a gun with you? I'd really like to know how many of you actually have guns, but there's no way for me to do that kind of poll without you identifying yourselves, and I don't want you to do that. But I think it would be interesting to know. I mean, from just my standpoint, I would like to know if other people have considered or even carry a gun on board when they're out there full time in it, or even part time in it.
I think on board is appropriate, and I think though you should take the hunters classes or the gun range classes and all that, and know your gun, and know how to use it, and know where to keep it secure and all that. I mean, it's not, you just don't go buy a gun and stick it in your pocketbook. That's not how to do it. You have to really understand it, and you have to know how to shoot it properly, and have all the registered license stuff, to be within the laws.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why there isn't any continuity in the gun laws in the United States. I would think that every state would be exactly the same.
Nope, it's different. Chris Travels just talked about that.
I know. I saw that. I was amazed. I was really amazed by that.
What's that?
I don't know. I lost
one other important thing is when you're walking down the street on a sidewalk or whatever, turn around periodically. Look at what's behind you.
Oh yeah, you gotta know where you're at. Yeah.
See, going back to I have a truck that's paid for, and I was thinking about at one time anything from a teardrop to it has to be 5,000 pounds, like a tab or something like that, and then just making it simple. But then if you're going to park in a Walmart parking lot, you have to get out of the truck and go into the camper. So, I mean, it would be nice to be able to leave it at an RV park or whatever and then use your truck to get around town or get wherever you're at and then come back. But the idea of getting out of the truck and coming around and getting in the trailer,
I agree. I agree totally.
That kind of scares me too.
I totally agree. I love the travel trailers. I think they're so beautiful. But what if you have to go away fast? And what if you can't get to the back? Or, you know what I mean? I like having that, combined where, oh shit, I can just jump out of bed and get in the driver's seat and drive away.
Yeah, if you start hearing scary stuff going on out there.
Yeah. Well, that's why, I'm going to tow a vehicle so that, I can leave my RV places and go.
Yeah.
Leave my
you know what I want?
RV
I want one of those
someplace
toy
safe.
haulers. You know, the toy haulers,
Oh,
and then you have
those
that
toy
big
haulers.
area in the back. The big area in the back where the patio goes up, and then the side goes up, and then you can put it down, and then you put like a little smart car in the back, and a washer and dryer back there.
I love
was
those
thinking
toy haulers.
getting creative on that one.
Yeah, and I've seen people pull vehicles out of the back of toy haulers.
Oh yeah.
But still, you're towing you're towing the hauler.
Yeah.
And then yet you've got another vehicle in there as well. So I really don't understand why they don't make RVs with garages. Quite frankly, the only ones I've ever seen are custom RVs where 8 feet or 10 feet in the back is reserved as a garage for your vehicle. You drive it up and put it in there.
Yeah.
I thought I saw those. I thought I saw like a toy hauler, which was a Class A. Well, maybe I didn't, now that I think about it. But I thought I saw it where it flips down in the back.
Yeah, they do. They do make them, but it's a custom thing. It's not commercially available. You have to order it special.
Oh, yeah, it's $1 million rig.
Oh, yeah. That's
well,
a lot.
I saw one, and you drive into the side of the thing. You have a small car, and you drive it into the side of this RV, and it parks like in the basement, so to speak.
Okay,
Yeah.
$2 million rig.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably.
And did that come with the Mercedes smart car?
Probably a little DeLorean or something, yeah.
Yeah, that would be
had to be a
Yeah, I'll
short
get one
car.
of those tomorrow.
But yeah, I don't know why they don't do. Well, maybe they just don't understand, or maybe I just have this gross misconception as to what a fabulous life this is.
Yeah,
to live in your RV full time, and yeah, you want a garage. You want to be able to put your little smart car in your little basement parking garage.
And a washer and dryer. And
yeah, right.
You can make it into a little room where you have like a little business back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the toy hauler. I was gonna travel around with my store. I plan definitely on, I'm gonna be a storekeeper, and I want to have a store, and so I was gonna use my toy hauler as my RV store.
Yeah.
And I still may do that. That's a dream of mine, but we'll see how that works out. But man, that's a big thing to drive around, and I'm by myself, so.
Well, I was selling at the flea markets.
You saw what at a flea market?
I think we just lost you.
I sell once in a while at a flea market. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, it's fine now.
And so I was down there at this flea market over in Tustin, actually, and this woman had one of those trailers that you pull that kind of come to a point, and you can go in the side or you can open up the back. And then she had it so cool. It was the coolest thing. I took 100 pictures. I'll see if I can get one up. I don't know if I can show you the picture, but she had it all decorated and antiques. And then what she did is she opened up the little tables and put all of her antiques in there to sell and then they were all out front too. And then she took up 2 spaces with her car or truck. I think she had a truck too. So I always thought that was kind of neat.
I've also seen people who have. I've also seen people have converted horse trailers into sleeping quarters area in the front, and then like a garage in the back. And again, they can put a little car in there, but because horse trailers are constructed really well.
Yeah, my friend did
Oh, here,
that. She
I'm gonna
shows
turn my
horses.
camera and see if you can see this. Can you see that?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I did.
Isn't that cool?
I don't know what it is.
Oh, it's that little trailer.
This is the front of the trailer. Wait, I'll change the picture if you can see it. I can't see if you can see it, but
yeah, see, that's really cute. Yeah.
Photoshop.
Oh,
wait, that's the wrong way. Now here it is this way. Isn't that cute how she had that?
Yeah, I like that.
There
I was thinking of doing something like that too, where I can open up the sides and.
Yeah, she had a truck.
Yeah. Yeah, cute.
So I thought that was pretty cute.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, that's an option too.
Oh, watch! Look at these windows.
I think if you're going to be on the road and try to do the swap meets and things like that with whatever it is that you have to sell, I think that any kind of EV, even if you put just one of those awnings up with a table, you can go in and sell your wares that way. And
yeah, I've done that. I've done that. That's hard work, man. That is hot and it's windy and stuff flies around and that's hard to. And then you never know. You could be rained out really easy. That's a hard way to do it. Yeah. But yeah, you can. You absolutely can.
Well, it's just it's just working out the bugs in order to make your life complete, make your life work for you.
Yeah.
And I think that's just just something. I mean, you have a Class C, right?
Who?
You.
Me, Kelly? No, I don't have my class. I don't have anything yet.
Maybe that's Silver Wolf. I'm thinking of Silver Wolf. She has a Class C.
Yeah, no, I'm still shopping. I'm not sure what to do yet.
When I was shopping, I started out looking at the towables.
Yeah.
Getting a truck and towing something. And then I decided that gas was too much money to do that. And I would always worry about the losing control of the trailer. And so I decided then to go to a Class A, which it's a long story short, but I did buy a Class A. I bought a Hawking motor coach. It was almost 40 feet. Long story very short, my brother stole that. And then when I was considering my needs again, I reconsidered the length and decided to go with the Class C, and I figured because then I could still tow things. And, whether I was going to tow a car or if I was going to tow some kind of trailer that I could have a car in, and then use the trailer as a garage.
Excuse me. Go take care of
if I was going to use that as a storage area. Hey, Frida, all you have to do is hit the microphone thing on the menu up above, and then when the dog starts barking, and then you don't have to worry about the dog barking. I think I lost her. Did I lose everybody?
Well, I think
no, I hear you.
Okay. I think it's interesting to see wannabes and listen to their thought processes on,
I do too.
what they want to go, because we've all done that.
Yeah.
We've all, do I want this? Do I want that? Do I want a high top? Do I want a low top? And I just find it just fascinating to listen to them go through the process like my husband and I did. And it was decided that a van was fine because we had no intention of giving up our house.
Yeah. See, me neither, but
yeah, if I want something big and fancy, I have to give up my house.
Yeah, I'm leaving my house. Yeah.
I thought about full-time living.
I don't have any desire for brick and mortar. I don't have any desire for yard work and lawnmowers and blowers.
Yeah, if I get tired of
done.
moving around, I've got a bunch of kids and grandkids. I'll just go hang out with them for a while. You know what I mean? I
Well,
mean, I posted all
yeah,
them at my place for all these years.
yeah.
You know,
Well, and
things the circle turns. You know.
yeah, and there's a lot of countries in South America, Mexico being one, of course, and there are countries that have a lot of Americans living there because it's cheaper and the food's better, the air's better, the water's better, and expats.
Mexico
And
scares
God,
me
that's the
though.
first time I've ever heard
I'm
anybody
afraid to
say
go. I've lived
that
to
the water's
Tijuana
better
once.
in Mexico.
That's scary.
oh, the
Wow.
water is well. I don't know about Mexico, but there are countries
People
in
are.
South
So
America where
that's.
the water is better.
Oh, South America. Yeah.
Yeah, not necessarily Mexico. I'm sure there's
Yeah.
parts of Mexico where it's okay. I don't know where those are, and I won't drink their water.
Yeah.
Well, I have
Yeah.
traveled around in Mexico, and it's kind of telling that even the Mexicans now buy their water in the big jugs, you know, that you see like spring water jugs and that kind of
Okay.
stuff. That's telling to me that the water's no good.
Right.
Yeah, I don't see them having big water treatment plants or maybe in Mexico City, but that still I think all that infrastructure is pretty old actually. I don't know.
I
Um,
read I read this article, it's a documentary once about this river. I guess it's like a river in Mexico, and all the toxic waste goes in there. There's dead bodies. There's all kinds of stuff, and that's what waters all of the hothouses and the fruits and vegetables that we get from Mexico. I saw that in a documentary. I don't know how the truth is because I'm not going there swimming.
right. Well, how's the atmosphere there anyway for Americans? I mean, do the do does the public like us there in Mexico, or are they mad at us because of the whole border
Oh no,
thing? I mean,
I think you have to, as an American, when you travel outside of the American borders and in some states in America, but I think you have to make the assumption that they hate Americans,
yeah.
and you have to do everything in your power to make them tolerate you. We travel to foreign countries. We don't bother to learn the language. When they don't understand us, we yell at them because we think if we yell in English that they're going to understand us better.
Hmm.
Um, they look at us as all being fabulously wealthy, and we just don't want to give them our money because we're fabulously wealthy and cheap.
Hmm.
Um, I think wherever you go in the world now, I mean, they think that we're the police people of the world. That
Right.
if if a country makes us mad, we just go in and bomb them, and do all kinds of secret spying, which we probably are doing.
Yeah.
God, which is the sad part.
Yeah.
But I think you have to travel with that and be very respectful to the people who live there.
Yeah, yeah, and you would, and us RV ladies would. Yeah, of course we would.
Right.
We'd be cool and all. But I'm
Yeah.
wondering, just what is the climate really like? I mean, do they just put up with us, or are we welcomed there?
In Mexico specifically, a lot of the things that
We
you
were
hear.
down in that.
Go ahead, Janice.
Go ahead.
Me? Okay.
We were down
I
two
think.
years.
Oh. Okay, Janice,
I'm
you
going to
talk.
shut up. You go. You
No,
go.
you talk. You talk. I want to hear you talk.
We were down there 2 years ago, and we were talking to a ranger and asked him, was it safe for us to go across the border? And he said, I would not advise it.
Yeah.
And he said, the thing is that it's gotten so bad that even the merchants that were across the border that you went to shop at have come across to the U.S. side to sell because the Americans are just not going. I mean, and they're losing tons of money.
Well, when I was in my 20s and 30s, I used to go down to Tijuana all the time and go shopping.
Yeah,
And
but it
it
was
was,
different then. It was different then. I mean, it wasn't so politically crazy. It was
yes,
different
you're
then.
right. There
Yeah.
was not the drug cartels and all the things that they say are going on and just people getting shot in the street and stuff like that.
Or
You had to
It was
be,
kidnapped.
just all about
yeah, or
sex and
kidnapped.
young men.
Uh, you had to be an observer. You know, you couldn't go down there and just get drunk and, you know, and there were people who did get hurt, and cars would crash into you because they knew that you came across and bought the Mexican insurance. The police would show up and say, "Yeah, American, it's your fault,
Yeah.
and you have to pay all this money, or you don't leave the country, or this jail cell."
Yeah.
There are still a lot of those things that are taking place. When the police pull you over in Mexico, you have to assume they're looking for free money and offer it to them. You know, carry a $20 bill American on you and put it with your license and hand it to them. And sometimes they take it and go away. Sometimes they say, "What's this?" and you just say, "Oh, I'm sorry, that must have caught on my hand when I was getting my license out of my wallet. I'm so sorry if that offends you."
You're gonna
But
go
no,
to Mexican jail.
they're looking for the money. They're looking for the handout. Who's got a jet going by? Did somebody just have a jet go by their house?
Could be a motorcycle. Could be a motorcycle on a
Oh.
busy street.
Like, oh my God, a drone.
That's one thing where I live. It's
Exactly.
on a busy street, very,
How funny. Well,
very noisy.
we have now been on for 2 hours.
Well, you know how girls get when they get together.
Oh
Let's
God,
go
don't
for
do that
midnight.
to us.
We
I
gotta talk
thought,
more than the boys, or we'll, the Friday night
well,
boys.
for one, I need to go
They've
because I
gone
have
on
to go to the
forever.
grocery store
I
because
finally
I've eaten all of
got
my
off the other
vegetables
night.
for
I
my
don't know how long we
juicing.
stayed up.
Well, it's been lots of
Um,
fun.
I think it has been as well. If you guys want to do like a hangout, just go create your own hangout. It's not that hard to do. But for me, I'm going to go ahead and sign off and end this broadcast. And I want to thank everybody for participating. And next week on Sunday at 4 o'clock will be Frida, and she will be our host
I'll have to
for
hang
the
out.
chat. And Frida, I'll get a hold of you before Thursday, and we'll do some practice runs. Okay?
Thursday at 10 o'clock. All right. See you
Thursday,
then.
10
Thank you.
o'clock,
It's been
practice runs.
a great 2 hours.
Okay. So
Okay.
everybody,
Thank you,
have a good.
RV.
You're
Yep.
very welcome.
Thank
Okay,
you.
everybody be brave.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay,
I'm
see
being
y'all
brave.
next week.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.